Hello crafters, I'm JanB and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I'm going to share with you the swaps that I received when I went to the Stampin' Up OnStage convention last weekend. I'll start off by showing you the card fronts and then I'll move on to the 3D projects. Okay, so the first card that we're going to start with has been made by Kate Hales. And I can't think of the stamp set she's used. Oh, so eclectic. And the bee has been done with gold foil. Inside the flowers, Kate has used our Dazzling Diamonds glitter, and I imagine she's used our fine tip glue to adhere it. And I don't know if you can see, but she's also put some little bits of glitter, scattered it around. It's a lovely card. Next one is, it's got the fine thread, gold thread going through this. This has been made by Sally Morgan. When I first saw this, I thought this looked like wicker. I thought it was like basket weave, which looks rather nice. It's a good idea just to have a little bit like that. And also she has the fine thread wrapped around here as well. And this one, I know that I haven't used these dies yet. In fact, I can't even tell you where they're from, I don't think. Support ribbon framelits dies, I imagine. And also the stamping white craft ink onto black. I think that always looks nice. So that's lovely. And that's by Crafter Therapy, which is Michelle Sonotti. The website is www.craftertherapy.co.uk. So thank you. This one is the Spotlight technique, where you have the same image on top like this, and it's coloured, but everything else is uncoloured. So the image underneath is identical to that. Always a good looking card when they're done like that. And this was done by Helen Cook, who is Crafting by Design. And this one's good. Not only is it it's more than a card front, it's a complete card. It looks like it's one of our note cards, which is the size that I'm always using for our my thank you cards, and she supplied the envelope as well, so thank you for that. And this was made by Anne Ronsky, and Anne has done, this must be 2 or 3 step stamping, I would have thought. What have you used? Excuse me, orange blossom, and also pearls. There's tiny little pearls in the little flowers there. Lovely combination of colours there. They are all the new in colours, I think. Yes, they are. So it's a lovely card, thank you for that. This one's always very, very popular, and before I start a video, I go through and make sure I've got everybody's details attached, and that one I didn't want to glue down because it's a business card, so I like to keep that separately. And this is from a demonstrator called Gillian Selwood, and brilliant, saying she believed she could, so she did. I love that, and I like the pigs too. And she's used Wink Stella on the wings, so it's got a nice bit of sparkle there as well. So yeah, Gillian Selwood, and she goes by the name of Purple Jelly Designs. Purple is Gillian's favourite colour. Another card front, OnStage 2017. That's always nice because you can always refer back to when this was. And the flowers here have been die cut, so that's always a nice addition. And this was made by Deb Still. Thank you for that, Deb. And this bit here is, it looks like our shimmery white cardstock. In fact, that looks more shimmery than our shimmery white cardstock. Now this is a stamp set I must get. When this first came out, it really didn't appeal to me at all. But now I've seen 2 or 3 cards being done, and I think they're really lovely. This is an unusual combination for a colour scheme for Christmas, but I like this little touch up here with the red and green. And I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, but if the white runs out, I'll drink red. So that's nice, I really like that one. And that's been made by Debbie Prince. So thank you for that, Debbie. And I like this too, I like this idea. With the pen and the splodge at the bottom here, and the nib is the same colour as the splodge. That I think is really lovely. Do something creative every day. And that's been made by Lee Davis. So thank you for that, Lee. And this is one of our, I think it's probably 3-step stamping, possibly even 4 steps, but really, really lovely. I don't know if you've heard the news that we've got a new product coming out, which is called a Stamparatus, which is Stamparatus, which is a combination of stamp and apparatus, and it's a stamp positioner, but it's got 2 sides to it, so you could do 4-step stamping without having to change or stop and change your stamps over and clean it and everything. You can just go for all 4 at one go. I can't wait to get my hands on one. If you want to know more details, email me at janb@janbcards.com. I'll be happy to give you the info. Or you can go to my blog, it's all on there. So yes, many thanks to Tracy Abrahams. So if you like this idea of 4-step stamping, which as you know I do, this new tool is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I love this card too. This is, I can't remember the name for this, but this kind of masking, reverse masking, that's right. I love that. It just blends in so nicely on the same level. I love how these hills are being done, and also this. And I think this is, the stamp set is something like Artistically Asian, yes. And this is done by Amanda Bates, and her blog is at the Craft Spa. This is absolutely beautiful, love it. Thank you, Amanda. And this one is really clever. I'm not quite sure how, who is it? Alexis Pritchard. Not quite sure how she's done this. I know this is the painted, my mind has gone, Painted Harvest, which is amazingly popular. But I'm not quite sure how she's got 2 colours on one stamp, unless she's done like the rocking technique. I can't imagine she's painted it. Maybe she's done the baby wipe technique and just made sure that she's got the blue in the centre and the... I must find out about that. It's really lovely. Really absolutely super. So thanks for that, Alexis. Now this one, I've got an envelope with it too, and I think this is just such a novel idea. This is made by Sasha Reed, and she's used a page from an old catalogue to make the envelope. Use the envelope punch board for it, and you could do that and actually send it through the post. Well, in the UK you could do, as long as you've got a plain white label there with just the address on it. There wouldn't be as much writing as that. It'd be quite easy for the postman to read. So I think it's a great idea. And then inside you've got a card. This isn't a stamp set that I bought, but I like the way all this colouring has been done. Not quite sure what technique. Oh yes, okay. Spritzers. And it's been mixed with Melamambo has been mixed with the Wink of Stella. So that's really very clever. Are you picking up? Yes, you can. Yes, yeah. So that's really lovely. I'll put that back in there so I don't forget which one has come out. For Christmas cards, you could, if you've got old catalogues, you could take pages out that have got Christmas types things on it. or any catalogues you've got that have got Christmas things. That's a nice idea. This is from a lady in my team. This is from Janice. It was her first time at OnStage and thoroughly enjoyed it. And it was really lovely to have her company too. So thank you very much for coming, Denise. Really appreciate that. And this is the Daisy Punch, which is what I used on my swap as well. Daisy Delight thank you card. Daisy Punch. Yep, Denise. So thank you very much for that, Denise. And this is a stamp set that I always associate with sympathy cards, but just goes to show it doesn't have to be. I think the tree is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not quite sure how this has been done, whether that's I don't know. Stamp sets, Best Birds, Hopeful Thought, dies, cardstock, embossing folders, sponge brayer, oh, wax paper. Oh, that's clever. Very nice. I like that colour too. This is another nice one. I think, who is it first? Val Peacock. I think what she's done is she's used our glossy paper here, and she's used baby wipes rather for it. Peekaboo Peach re-inkers. So I'd have to find out how that technique is done as well. It's really nice. In fact, I haven't used the glossy paper since it's come out. So thank you very much for that. Now this one made me stop in my tracks when I first looked at it. The circle here has been cut out of the crumb cake, and then underneath you can see just a rim of the dark brown. Then there's a circle of the Very Vanilla, then the circle of Early Espresso, and another Very Vanilla. And it just looks very, very 3D. It was very clever. I really like that, the way that's done. The other thing I like about this is who is it? Lisa Runnels, where she's wrapped the linen thread around here, she's actually cut little bits out at the sides there. So that's not going to go. It means that this can be loose and it's fine. It's not going to go anywhere. So that's something different that I think is really nice. And this one's cats. So you can't, as far as I'm concerned, you can't go wrong with cats. I just love them. And of course this is one of my favourite colours now as well. So thank you for this from Cheryl Diana Taylor. Can I see your website? Facebook is Cheryl Diana Stampin' and Crafting. So that's good. So thank you for that. That's lovely. This has got to be one of our most popular stamp set and die set at the moment with the Coffee Cafe. Really love this. Took me ages before I bought this designer series paper, but I'm glad I did. I don't know why I hesitated about it. And this is Furry Cat Designs, and I don't know the demonstrator's name. Okay, but thank you very much for that. That's lovely. Here's a New Year card. This is the Eclipse Technique, and this has been stamped. So who is it? Angela Ralph. She's created her own DSP by stamping, so that's nice. I have got a video on YouTube showing you how to do the Eclipse Technique if you're interested. Oh, it is up the right way. This is nice as well. I like these flowers. Stamp sets, Blooms and Wishes, in the sentiment, in the city, which is the sentiment, that one there. And beautiful bouquet for the little flower, this one. But otherwise that big one is Blooms and Wishes, and that was made by Carol Smith. So thank you for that, Carol. And this, I'm sure that's the one that's got a little mermaid in it as well, and I've not used this stamp, but that's really nice. I like how she got like the sea here. Really like that. And that was made by Linda Handford, and she's at stampingbythebeach.blogspot. Whoops. This is lovely. I hadn't done this either. I think it's really nice how that lines up. And of course they're butterflies. And this is made by Fanny Stafford. So I think, and her website is stampingeveryday.blogspot. And this one, I've done something similar to this. This is just so lovely. I really, really like this. Nothing I could say about this except it is just gorgeous. And this was made by Sarah Marwood. And on Facebook, she's Stampin' Art to Heart. I have to stop and think about saying that. This is nice as well, I like this one. And this is from Eastern Delight or Eastern Promise, whatever. But it looks very, very much like poinsettias. And I like that as well, really like that. So thank you very much for Emma Cooper. Have you got a website there? Lilac Daisy Crafts. And I love this. This is, I can't think what design series paper this is with, but it's really lovely. And the Seasonal Bells stamp set, that's been my favourite all last year and this year as well. So thank you very much, Joyce Drake. And a cup of Christmas cheer. This is using a coffee set. Whether this is the same coffee set or not, I don't know. But I know we had something that was more Christmassy. But that's a good idea to bring the two together. And I also like how this has been done, having a colour which looks like crumb cake, and for the stems and stalks and things, but then having the leaves as green. That's really good, I like that. And that was made by Sarah Wickens. Thank you, Sarah. Oops. Now here's a little Christmas card, which is a 4x4, and who made this? Karen Tatton. She's actually provided the envelope to go with it as well. So thank you for that. And I just love these foil snowflakes. Really, really love them. I've used so many of them in my projects. And she's made a complete card, put the Happy Christmas inside as well. So thank you for that, Karen. And this one, I used this for my this set for my grandson for his birthday in September. His parents own a bakery and he helps out in the bakery, so it was really very appropriate. And that was made by Holly Robinson, and she's known as Holly's Stamp Box. Thank you. I haven't used this either, I'm ashamed to say, but I'm not quite sure. This is Laura Mackey. I'm not sure quite how she's done the back here. It's very shiny. It's like our, I suspect she's used our fine tip glue pen, but it's like embossing, heat embossing. So I don't really know quite how she's done that, but this is nice. I like this. I mean, I don't like this idea of putting thread in here, but it looks brilliant here. If I could get it to look like that, I'd use it, but mine always looks such a mess. This has got to be one of my favourite cards. This is the Faux silk technique, which I absolutely love. And again, it's another Japanese type design, which I think is great. That was made by Diane of Crafty Ducks. So thanks for that, Diane. That's really beautiful. Right, here we have a work of art. As I said, cats. I just absolutely love cats. The window opens. I'll show you that in a minute. But on here, there's our paste, embossing paste. And inside, there's a little cat, which, this is Ellie Cliff who made this. She did with a shrinky, what when my children were young it was called Shrinky Dinks, but I think it's called something a little bit different now. But it's shrink plastic, where you stamp something out and you have to heat it and it all shrinks up. She's made it as a scissor charm. A really lovely idea, that one. I think this is the last greeting card. I can't think what stamp set this is, but this was made by Lauren Hart of Lauren Hart and Craft. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Lauren Hart and Craft. Oh, it's the Oh So Eclectic stamp set and Naturally Eclectic Designer Series paper. So that's all the cards. I've sort of got everything into sections here, but in no particular order. I'll do the ones with notepads first. So this is one with a post-it note in it, and I really love this Painted Harvest, and that's a great colour combination, especially when you've got a black pen and a yellow notepad there. And this was made by Maria Coins, so thank you very much for that, Maria. And then there's this one. Now this is what I should do more often, and that is deliberately put my layers at an angle. It would get me out of the fix of trying to get things in a straight line, which, as you know, I struggle with. And this was made by Stacey Marsh, and her website is stampinwithstaceymarsh.weebly.com. Thank you very much for that. And then we have another one, again, at definite angle. So whether this one's straight or not, you wouldn't notice, would you? I don't think. It looks straight to me, but great idea that. Really going to take out a leaf out of your book, if you pardon the pun. And that was made by Jane Lewin. Thank you, Jane. Right, the next bundle are all things that to me look like little wallet type things. You see what I mean? Like matchbook type things. So there's this one, which is made by Linda Brown, and inside there is an everyday tea bag, so that's good. I don't like fussy teas. I'd much rather a good English tea bag. And this one looks like a it's a no glue container, and this was made by Sally Stampin CRS Crate. Stampin Creates. Don't know, sorry about that, but it's definitely Sally Stamps, and I haven't opened it yet. So let's see what is inside and how this works. If there's anything you'd like to know more about that I'm showing you, please get in touch with me, but please tell me what time of the video you've seen something, because I can't watch the whole video, to find out which bit you're referring to, I'm afraid. Okay, here we go. This is a fold flat made with our tag topper punch. Fold flat, no glue, no cutting, no cutting, and if you just tilt it like that, it's quite easy to pop the chocolate in. So that's a cool idea, like that. And then to do it back up again, you just straddle that back through there. And I'm not going to sit here and do it, put it over that side so I know it's got to be done up again. And we've got one with a candy cane attached to it, and inside, oh lovely, we have a cup of drinking chocolate, and it says, a little cup of cocoa I'm sending round your way and hoping you'll enjoy it on a cold and wintry day. Well, I will certainly enjoy it. I'm not sure it'll be a cold and wintry day, but I love drinking chocolate, so thank you very much for that. And that's from Karen Pearmain, and her website is Crafty Little Miss K. So do check her out. On the back here, she's put the Karen's put the ingredients that she's used on here. And then we have one that really is like a book match. the most wonderful time of the year. Oh, that's right, more Shrinky Dinks. Look, that is the little bow stamp that I use an awful lot. And then there is a little pair of scissors from the crafting stamp set. Can you see those all right? I hope so. I bought some shrink plastic, but I've never used it. I have to change that. Oh, there's 2 more of those chocolates. And this was made by D. Copus Reed, who goes by the name of Lady D Crafts. Oh, that's good, like that. This is one of my favourite bits about going to OnStage. It's the swapping. So this is a nice one. I'm not sure that there's going to be any gluing on here. I haven't undone this one because I knew that I'd never get it back up again. Oh yes, there is glue on it. So that's good. Look at that. Don't think I've seen one of these before. And it's got 2 more chocolates in. Loads of chocolates for me. Oh, it's half great. Lovely. So that's a good one. So again, I'll pop that over there so that I don't spend time doing these things up. Ah, that's it. I found something, a little square that came off of something. There we go. And I thought, I wonder where that's from. Oh, that way. It's come off that way. Oh, I'm glad to marry that one back up again. So this again is the tag topper punch. And inside, oh, another chocolate. Yep, that's good. We like that. Oh, who was that made by? Tracy Rossos. Thank you for that. Did I say who that one was from? There's no name. Oh, if this is yours, if you'd like to let me know, then I'll see if I can't put writing on the screen now, can I? Well, at least let me know, because then if anybody asks, I can tell them who made it. Now this is from my friend Rebecca Wilmore. She always comes up with absolutely brilliant ideas, and it's always cats. And she was actually wearing some earrings that she'd made with the cat that she'd actually punched out from here, because what she's done is she took the black piece, punched the cat out and layered it onto a piece. I imagine she's used the marbled background stamp for that, but she made the earrings out of the black too. Just took 2 of the black ones, made earrings. And I like this idea as well. You know, I mean, I've got this thread, the gold and the silver. I never use it because I can't make it look tidy. But inside here, there's a little charm, which is a cat. Okay. So that's really nice. I like how that's done. And also what Rebecca has done here is she's stamped on the ribbon. So that's another little technique that makes something a little bit different. And this one, the actual envelope has been bought. It's not one of ours. It's one of the little dinner money bags. But it has been decorated on here very nicely. I like this colour. And also inside there was a nice surprise. This was made by Di Dembry, who is the paper mouse. And when I went inside to have a look, not only are there instructions, but there's a little packet of garden seeds. It's fragrant annuals mix, and these are the instructions of what to do with them, how to grow them nicely. So thank you very much for that. I'll pass that one on to, or at least pass the seeds on to hubby. That's his department. And then this is the last one in the ones that I'm calling pouches. And this is another way of closing a pouch. It's another way of doing a belly band too, because what she has done, she's done the flag here and then stapled it together. Okay, so you just slide that off, and this also is that's our punch, and what she's done is she's also punched a green one, cut it in half and stuck it on the back so it looks as if it's layered, but really and truly it's because she's cut it in half. You see that? And then down the other end it'll be the same. It means that you don't have any white right at the end there. Let me see if I can, let's use Gillian's business card. Can you see there's a gap there in the green? Right there. And you had that at the other end. But it's so minute. You see how close I had to get to you to show you. You know, you just don't notice that. And inside, oh, coffee and a chocolate. That's always very welcome, thank you. And that was made by Inspired Bliss with Craftiness. That's quite a mouthful. Her shop website is inspiredbliss.stampinup.net, but Facebook she's Inspired Bliss with Craftiness. That's rather nice actually. So thank you for that. So the next one I'm going to go for are the bookmarks. And this one is from a friend of mine called Christine Witherston, and she has really put quite a lot of work into this. It's a bookmarker, and it's an inspirational bookmarker. So on here she's got Monochrome Monday, Try Technique Tuesday, One Sheet Wonder Wednesday, Thank You Thursday, Free Choice Friday, Something Old Saturday, Something New Sunday. So if you're looking for inspiration, you don't really know what to do, you go on there and choose one. If it's whatever day, like Tuesday for example, okay, try Technique, you know. You might not fancy doing that one, so pretend it's Wednesday and move down to something that does appeal to you. And then choose a stamp set, whether you want flowers or geometric or men, seasonal, whatever. And then colour combinations. Christine's listed 3, but then she's left 3 for you to write your own favourites in. I mean, one of mine would be pink and grey. Another one would be, in fact, that she's got that, pink and grey and orange. And also red on white and black. And then the instructions, choose your favourites to fill in the blanks on the colour scheme sheet, and into the stamp sets you have in appropriate categories on the stamp sheet. When you need inspiration, start with the day of the week and then use a dice to choose your stamp set and colour combination. Good idea, isn't it? I think that's great. It's a bit like somebody's idea last year where it was throw a dice. And here's a little Christmas tag. This is one of my favourites from last year as well. And of course we got the holly back again. All my favourites. And this was made by Justina Zelinska, who I must imagine is probably young because I can hardly read that. But yeah, that is definitely Justina Zelinska. Beautiful. I love it. Thank you. And this is a bookmarker. And who was it? This was from Debbie Dramis. And she had 2 different kinds. I can't remember what the other one was. But she asked people to choose. And I love snowflakes, so I went for this one. And I think what she has done is, I think for the actual snowflakes, I think she's used the baby wipe technique. But that one there and that one, they are actual die cuts. And then she's, say encapsulated it, but I'm sure there's a easier word than that. So yeah, colour seasons, stamp set, seasonal layers, thinlets dies. So that's lovely. Thank you for that. So next I am going to go for different types of boxes. Okay, let's bring these over. So some of these I haven't actually opened because I didn't want to spoil them before. In fact, this one is a envelope punch board, which I was keeping separate. So let's bring the envelope punch board next. Okay, so now that you've seen it in its glory, I'll open it up. I don't like to damage these things when somebody's gone to the trouble of making them. Okay. This has got Kinder, oh, there we go, Kinder chocolate inside. Made, the size is absolutely spot on. So thank you very much. Oh, no name on that one. Again, if this is yours, please let me know. And if anybody asks, then at least I can pass on the details. This is from Audrey Shaw, another lady in my team. She's from Scotland, hence the tartan. And in here, I know there are 2 shortbread biscuits. And I'm so surprised that these have lasted all this time. I love these. So thank you very much for this, Audrey. Definitely the, yep, that's it. Definitely the envelope punch board for this one. But I haven't done that up correctly, have I? Let's do that. There we go. So that's that one. And here we have a Christmas cracker, which I believe has been made with the envelope punch board. It isn't something that I've tried yet, but I really should do. And this was made, oops, it's got some polos inside, and it was made by Penny Card. Facebook, she's known as Kit and Cards. That's KIT apostrophe N apostrophe cards. So do check Penny out. And I'll put that over there so that I can tie that up afterwards. And this one is actually a gift for me from my team leader, Kim Fee, and inside was a present, which is one of our bone folders, and she'd had it, I'm not quite sure how you get that done, but it's got my name on it. Really appreciate that, that's lovely. And this was made with the envelope punch board, and on here Kim has put a little fairy because she has called her groups, it's not Stampin' Fairies, but it's fairies something. So that is just absolutely gorgeous. Can you see that? Yep, you can. Really lovely. Thank you for that, Kim. That's beautiful. I found another little wallet over here. I haven't kept these together very well, but never mind. In here, look at that. A good idea. I don't know quite how you do that. Whether you, I mean, I've got a box that's got loads of bits like this. I don't know whether you can actually adhere them into something like this or not. But it's a really good idea to be able to share. So that was a great idea from Julie Addison, and she's known as My Lunar Crafts. So thank you for that. And this one has been made by Kathy. I think I've got it right here. It's handmade by Kathy, and email is busani@btinternet.com, and Busani is BUSANI @btinternet. And inside here is, oh, it's a little biscuity thingy. So that's lovely. And again, used with our tag topper punch, and that is also with, that's a punch as well, isn't it now? Which is great for labelling things. So that's a good idea. Thank you. Again, another box, which is a no glue box. This is really clever. Took me a bit to work out how to do this. Opening it was alright, but it was trying to close it again. And inside there are 2 chocolates, 2 of my absolute favourites. And this was made by Linda's Papercraft, and she's Linda's Papercraft.blogspot.co.uk. and at first I thought it was just going to be fold one, because this is just all folding, no glue. Okay, and at first I thought it was just fold one and then the next one and then the next one, but it isn't. It's opposites and then tuck those in like that. So how clever is that? Really neat, isn't it? So I like that idea. This one made me laugh. From my kitchen to yours, and there's me expecting nice little bit of home cooking or something. Opening up very carefully, belly band, made with the envelope punch board. Oh, didn't do very well there, did I? Should have been with the other section. Never mind. And I opened it up, and there's a tea bag in there. That is absolutely fabulous. I do like people with a sense of humour, so that's great, thank you. And that was from Lynn Chesmer, and she goes by the name of Lenny C Designs, and that is LYNNIEC Designs @gmail.com. So many thanks for that. I love it. I love your sense of humour. I wonder if anybody else thought the same as I did as they opened it. And this one, again, this is that designer series paper that I really like. And this is a good idea too. I mean, it's great for a any kind of business card, or if you've got have to have an ID card with you or something. And this is nice as well. At first I thought this was Debbie Toner's business card, but it isn't. It's actually a little card which says thank you for swapping with me, which, you know, how nice is that? So that's a good idea, like that. So who did I say that was? Debbie Toner, and she goes by the name of Debsy Daisy Crafts. Right, let's bring the next batch over. Now this one has confused me a little bit. This is the Little Mermaid that I said that I thought was in the same set as the whale earlier on. Anyway, this has been made by Viby Morsley, and that's V-I-B-Y, Morsley. And inside here, this is what I'm confused about. It's this, and I'm assuming that you eat it. It smells absolutely gorgeous. It smells like the African violets, is it that we call them? The little sweets, the little round purpley ones. I hope so, because that's lovely. So it takes a bit of patience to make little boxes like that. So thank you very much for that, Viby. And here we have, now this is another clever idea, look. I've done videos showing how to make various ones of these, not this style, but let me just open this up. I'll show you why this is a little bit different. Oh, come on, don't make me break you. Are you done up with the double knot? Oh no, it's coming. But the inside, what is that? A roll of sweets is kept safe with that. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay, so when it's closed, there's no way that it's falling out of the side there. So that's a very different idea as far as I'm concerned, and that was made by Wendy Porter, and she goes by the name of Sentiment, as in SENT-I-MENT, Sentiment. Very clever. Right, that one can go there to be done up later. Now this one was made by Jill Arnold. In fact, I got two of these. I'm not quite sure how I managed that, but it means Jill will have two of mine. Both have been made using the Year of Good Cheer designer series paper, and also the gorgeous foil snowflakes. I'm very dubious of opening this up because I don't like... Oh, that one's already split a bit. Let me see if I can just force this one. No. Well, I have to. Okay. Right, inside are 2 Tic Tacs. There's 2 in there as well. And what this is just one straight piece of cardstock which has been scored there, so it's wide enough for the Tic Tacs inside. And Jill has used washi tape to keep that in. I made a video very similar to that last year, after last year's OnStage. So thank you very much for that. Then we have this one, which I tried to open this earlier. This was made by... Oh, don't know who this was made by. So I know it is glued inside. So I don't know quite how I'm going to get this one open to see what's inside, and also to see who made it. Now let me just use my craft knife here, see if I can very carefully do this. Take that out. No, not going to do that. Let's try some scissors. Fast fuse is really good if you don't want something to come open, trust me. Thing is, I don't want to actually damage the box. Oh, too late, I have. Okay. This has been stamped, this paper is stamped by hand. Wow. And in here we find... Oh, beautiful, look at that. It's a nail thing. Buff on that side, smooth off on that side, shine that side, and file on there. What a lovely gift. That is just so super. But I don't know who it's from. Again, if this is from you, please let me know. That is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. Let's close the scissors up and put those away. Right, we have another one here. And this is also from somebody with the surname Maudsley. So if this is sisters or mum and daughter. So this is Jane Maudsley. And this is a similar thing where it's just 2 sides and it's joined with a piece of cardstock, which is more like the one I did last year, because I didn't use washi tape, but I used cardstock on it. Put that there. And in here, I've got some chewy goodies. So thank you very much for that, Jane. Put that there to be done up. And I have a little box here. In fact, I've got 2 boxes. Well, no, I've got 2 boxes of Maltesers, and both of these have been wrapped differently. This one is one big belly band, and this was made by Victoria Bunn. So thank you for that, Victoria. That's lovely. Great idea if you've got loads of them to do. Enjoy. I will do, definitely. Love Smarties. And this one was made by another friend of mine, Jenny McCormack, and she's made a little box that fits absolutely perfectly. That's really lovely. Thank you very much for that, Jenny. So that's that. Now I'll bring over the ones that don't really have a category. You'll see what I mean. I mean, this one could have gone with the boxes, but this is great, look. This opens by that sliding out of there. Really like this. I'm going to have to try this one. and then it's a no glue box and got chocolate in there. So what a great idea that one is. So I read it on the back because I think she acknowledges where she got the idea from. So this was created by Ali Marshall, who goes by the name of Ali All Sorts, and she says the inspiration was taken from a design by Linda Parker. Really nice of you to do that, Ali. So that's absolutely gorgeous. I love that. I think that's a great idea for a box closure. Now this one, I'm not quite sure what you would call this shape. But this was made by, oh, Sally Roberts, yes. I know Sally. And again, I didn't open this one because I know that I'd never get it back done up again. So let's... There we go, pop that there. And inside we have, oh, Kit Kat. Oh boy, I do love chocolate. Oh, what Sandra has done is she's actually done a little box for this bit here, and the box comes up to about that high, which is what gives this its shape. I wonder if you can see this. Yes, you can. See, got a little box in there. What a great idea that is. And obviously when you put your Kit Kat in there, it just goes and fits into the box. Brilliant idea, Sandra. Love it. Thank you. And this one, I've made a little bit of a mess of all the ribbon and everything. But this was another nice idea with this thin thread that I struggle with. And who is it? Do I know from the outside? Yes, it's Anne Williams of Copper Beach Crafts. She had tied this with a strand of linen thread and also a strand of our gold thread in both directions. It looked really lovely, but I couldn't get it back again. And inside it is, oh, that's right, it's a little like explosion box. What a good idea that is. There's chocolate in there, and in these two little bits she's stamped an image, and on the back of this it's a design like this. So I imagine she's probably, no, maybe not. I was going to say that I think maybe she's taken a square of this and cut it into 4. Hold on, that goes that way. Because on this side as well, there's another one where she stamped on it. What a great idea. Really like that. And let's do the chocolate up again. Have I put you around the wrong way? There we go. I will try doing that up. Right, now this one, oh, this is like plywood, and that's a magnet, handmade by Crafty Kelly, and it's craftykellycards@gmail.com, and she did it with a little card as well. And this technique is known as something like metiform, if I remember rightly. I think, is it? And there's an envelope to go with it. I imagine Kelly has actually bought the envelopes. I don't know, but I imagine. But what a lovely idea that is. Very tempted to actually colour that in. Maybe one day. Let me just put those two separate. I don't want them to come apart from each other. Now this one is from my friend Judy Hill. And Judy's been very generous, which she always is, not generally, always. Got a bar of chocolate in there. Haven't opened it up yet to see what it is. So we'll remedy that. Bellaron milk chocolate. So good, yep, love chocolate. And then coffee. So that slides in there, and on the front there's a card. I should put a gift card on there. A one for all gift card. I don't know what's on the gift card, but what a generous thing to do. Thank you very much for that, Judy. This is from another friend of mine, Shell Bauer. And again, I've not done this before. Never done a triangular box. Not quite sure how you would do it. And chocolate's in there. So many thanks for that, Shell. This one I couldn't resist. There was a choice of two. Look, how could anybody who likes chocolate resist a big ball of it like that? There's a little gift tag here, and this was made by, oh, the Facebook is Sugar Plum Stamping. So thank you very much for that. Love it. I've got enough chocolate to keep me going for ages. Now this one is called a sour cream container. I don't know why. Don't know if it's just an American thing or not. But very easy to make, very effective. And once it's, I did this for Christmas favours once, and nobody wanted to open them because, a bit like how I feel, you know, you don't like to spoil these things. But I'm sure you want to know what's inside. This is made by Kate Hales, so thank you very much, Kate. Have you, oh, you've only stapled the top. Good idea. Right, let's see if I can get my scissors in there. Oh, that's it. Not too much damage there. And more chocolate. Oh, Whisper. It's almost like I'm getting one of everything that I like. So thank you for that. Let's take that out because I'll get a new one. Right, let's put that there separately. Now this one I really love. This is Julie Smith. Yep. And she made these little stockings. Oh, look at that stitching. It's absolutely perfect. I could never do something like that. All the stitches are evenly spaced, the same size. I think you've done an amazing job, Julie, if you're watching this. It's absolutely fabulous. Brilliant. And then obviously the tag to pop it on in a candy cane. So yeah, Julie Smith, and she goes by the name on Facebook as I am a ribbon holder. So do check her out. That's really lovely. And that was all in a little greaseproof bag. Then I have these which don't have names on, but I do wonder if this one has come off of one of these, possibly that one. I don't know. If you're watching this and it's yours, please let me know. But there's a lovely big bookmark there. It tells me what everything is, but it doesn't tell me who made it. This is another shrinky dink. There's obviously different shrink plastics that you can buy. I thought it was only in clear, but obviously not. So that's brilliant. It's got a, it's like a scissor charm, if you like, and that was made by Jill Arnold. And this little piggy, again, love these. No name, I'm afraid, and a book, little notebook with no name. No name at all. So thank you very much, whoever those are from. And I have over here the calendars, because that's what I made. My swap was a calendar. So first of all, this one's not very different from mine in as much as I did mine with this freestanding, and I used the Daisy Delight. But I've done mine more landscape rather than portrait. So obviously I really like this one. It's very close to mine. So that's Samantha Dalglish. Thank you for that. And then we have this one, which is a similar idea on a smaller scale, but it's still freestanding. Okay. And if you've seen my video how I made mine, I recommend that you buy the ones with the stitching on, which this is, but I'm still ultra cautious about making sure that it all sticks together and doesn't fall apart. And this has been made by Saffron Redmond Morris. What a beautiful name that is, Saffron. And what Saffron has done is she's wrapped this washi tape all the way round, because I lifted up the little bit there, and it goes all the way around, so she's making sure that it's not going to start falling apart. And this is nice too, so thank you very much for that, Saffron. And this one surprised me because it's inside a little wallet like that, and you open it up and that's got a calendar. What a good idea that is. That would be so easy, just slip into your bag. And that was made by Gemma Clark, and she goes by the name of Made by Gemma Crafts.co.uk. So that's got a little belly band on it. Okay, do you later. And then this one was done by another friend of mine, Jan Frances Dix, who goes by the name of Twinks Stamping. And this is a bit of board that she colours, paints, sponges, stamps on and everything. So lovely. And that one hangs up, so that makes that a little bit different. So very nice, thanks Jan, love that. This one, I've only got 2 more to go now. This one was a team swap from Rebecca Wilmore, the one who did the cat. I said did the black cat earrings. And what she's done is she stamped on the box, and she made the box, put the ribbon through, and inside is a little lip balm. Posh looking, isn't it? Stick that into your handbag. Oh, right. I'll open that later and do that up later. And this one doesn't have the person's name on it, but I do know who made this. It was made by Hannah Jones. Absolutely brilliant. And it looks as if it is really very simple the way it's been made, with the chocolate in the middle. What a great idea that is. Looks like a flower. Don't you just love that? So I think that is probably all the swaps I have, she says as she looks around, making sure she hasn't forgotten anything. I hope you've enjoyed sharing all of these with me, and I will be back again on what day is it now? Tuesday. I haven't got back into my routine yet, so this video will be going live tomorrow, Wednesday, and then I'll have another video ready for you on Sunday. Many thanks for joining me today. Until next time, happy crafting. Cheerio.